Welcome back to the Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including Roku testing interactive ads with Pluto TV. We got what's happening there, and not necessarily new, but how they're doing it is new. ABC and NBC ratings continue to fall over the last 10 years, giving change. There's some new networks now are larger than broadcast TV networks, something many people thought would never happen. Also, Fox is bringing American Dad back to its animation domination and announces some big renewals, including one for The Simpsons. These stories and a whole lot more coming up in a quick moment. We'll break down all this and a lot more to cover, but if you want to read them for yourself, check out the show notes, and in the first pinned comment, I'll put a link to each story there so you can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. I want to hear from you. If you're new here, we do videos like this every Monday through Friday with reviews, how-to guides, and more on this channel. So check it out. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so they recommend our videos to more people. With that said, let's dive into it. So back in 2019, we broke the news that Roku was testing interactive ads. At the time, it was for over-the-air television with an antenna or cable television. And what it did is when it detected certain ads, a pop-up would happen, and you could add it and go watch whatever video through a streaming on Roku. Now they are testing this with streaming with Pluto TV, as during ads on Pluto TV's live channels, commercials with trailers for movies and television shows play, and an interactive ad appears at the bottom, suggesting if you like what you see, you can add it to your watch list. For Roku and Pluto TV, it's kind of a win-win. It locks people into that user interface, gets them interested in more content, and as content is shown, if you are interested, you can immediately take action to save it, bookmark it basically, to your watch list and watch later. If this is successful, look for more. We've already seen Amazon and others test out similar clickable ads. Of course, QR codes have been popping up on ads for Pluto TV and others for a long time now. But now the direct click, where you see it, you can immediately say, that movie looks interesting. I like that commercial. I like that trailer. I like that promo. Let me instantly add it to my list. It's becoming more and more common. Look for this to become a reality. For now, we've been hearing it's a beta test. They're exploring this, see how it works, tweaking it a little bit. But this is something expected to be a long-term feature. Both Roku and Pluto TV did not respond to our request for comment about the story. Have you seen these ads? Leave me a comment, let me know. All right, ABC and NBC ratings are continuing to fall as Fox News channel now outranks them in some time and demographic markets. A few things with this. I think the most interesting part of this news is that NBC and ABC viewership continues to fall. If you look at a graph for over the last 10 years, it's a significant drop over the last 10 years. Now though, as news and sports really become one of the few things people still watch on live traditional television, they're seeing their ratings grow with that. Increasingly though, if you watch on demand, if you're just watching a primetime television show, why do you care? You know, even if you don't DVR it, you can go on Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus, Hulu, Peacock, all these different ones, and watch it the next day or watch it later whenever it may hit that service. Increasingly, from talking to you, the readers and viewers here from Cord Cutters News, I hear many people are doing that. The need to see a show, often, when it first comes out that day off, like as soon as it hits, is going away. A lot of people are very happy with a Peacock or a Paramount Plus or a Max or Hulu subscription that gives it to them the next day, for example. Are you one of those people? Leave me a comment, let me know. I think that is a big part of why we're seeing ratings on broadcast TV drop and why things like sports and news continue to see strong viewership and the way people watch change. Leave me a comment, let me know. All right, Fox is announcing its animation domination renewals. Now with this, one of the big stories is American Dad is coming back to Fox animation domination. They'll be renewed for several seasons, what Fox calls the 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Some confusion, and a lot of people break the seasons down differently. I think TBS did them a little different in their seasons than what Fox accounts them for. But also, Family Guy Bob's Burgers and The Simpsons are all renewed for 4 more seasons, bringing, I think this would be 40 seasons for The Simpsons. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. Huge milestone for a scripted show like this, whether it be animated or not. It's quite impressive to see 40 seasons of a single show. Fox, though, is leaning into its animation domination. They had it for a little while, they moved away from it. I'm very happy to see Fox re-embracing animation domination, even though, confession, I don't really watch it. Like I said, people watch the stuff on demand later. No longer is Sunday night must-see TV for things like King of the Hill, Simpsons, Family Guy, and more, like it was when I was a little bit younger back in the day. But we'll keep an eye on it. Good news, though, if you're a fan. It's a classic lineup coming back. All right, CNBC Plus. Now, we broke the news last year. I think it was Variety or somebody reported it was coming. We broke the news of the exact pricing on it. But CNBC Plus is subscription streaming service that allows you to watch CNBC without the need for a cable or satellite or streaming service online. Now, initially launched on the web and mobile devices, is now being launched on Roku and Apple TV. It's a bit pricey. If you saw my video recently about a la carte TV being kind of pricey, this is a good example. $14.99. They're trusting on the investors, the high-end people who are absolutely needing this to want it. We'll keep a close eye on this, but for now, it's available on Roku, Apple TV, mobile devices, and the web, and hopefully other devices soon. But keep an eye on this. I expect more networks to offer similar ones. I think they would be much more successful. A lot more people would subscribe at $9.99. A lot of people really do love CNBC for the news, but they're not exactly all that interested in a full cable package. Like I said, though, news and sports, what people still want live. The rest they're increasingly happy with on demand. All right, speaking of live TV, DirecTV Stream is adding more channels announced last week, but its sports package, for example, is adding Major League Baseball Strike Zone. Its news is adding C-SPAN and C-SPAN 2. These were announced coming sometime this week and are now alive. They've confirmed to us. So with the My Sports Extra, which is a $39.99 one, you can get this. Now, the Strike Zone is included, not the usual $12.99 additional for that. Nice deal. I really do like that we're getting smaller, cheaper packages from DirecTV. Fubo's reportedly working on them. Won't surprise me to see more options like that coming soon. All right, today in TV history, are you ready for this one? 57 years ago this week, 2001: A Space Odyssey was released. Groundbreaking film in many regards when it came out. Still a beloved one. I've read the books, I've seen the movies, I've read all the sequels. Love this series. And I know many people were still kind of sad that it's not quite the reality we once hoped it would be by now. But the Arthur C. Clarke and Stanley Kubrick classic movie. Can you believe it? 57 years old now from when it was first premiered. All right, next up, T-Mobile has a really good deal for home internet. Now, a few things here. First of all, if you're a senior, 55 or older, you can get internet for as little as $30 a month from their 5G home internet, depending on plan, if you have a qualifying wireless phone with that from T-Mobile. Not a bad deal. I know several people who have it. It's a good deal. But also, you can get up to $1,000 and change back. Now, with this, they're offering a $300 virtual MasterCard, a little prepaid credit card, debit card, whatever you want to call it. If you switch, you can also get, if you get the amplified internet plan, get an additional $200. If you're in a contract and you need to pay a termination fee, they will cover up to $750 in early termination with your previous internet provider. Terms and conditions apply. Check out the show notes down below. Not a bad deal. If you've been thinking about switching, nice little benefit here. Of course, it does start at $50 with a T-Mobile one normally, but if you're 55 or older, you can get a special discount. Link in the details. Check it out in the show notes in the first pinned comment if you want to find out more about it. Also, we reported yesterday that a bunch of Warner Brothers Discovery channels were coming to the Roku channel. Well, they're also coming to TCL's new TCL TV Plus. available on a wide range of Roku streaming devices and TCL smart TVs, regardless of the OS. Is now offering a ton of things like CNN Headlines, CNN Originals, The Ellen Channel, Love Kills, Survive or Die, Nip Tuck, Mythbusters, Mortar Trend, Fast TV, and others in partnership with Warner Bros. Discovery to bring many of these channels to TCL TV Plus. It's interesting seeing a lot of these TV manufacturers looking for ways to diversify as, let's be honest, the price point of these are shrinking the profit margins, and people are not buying new TVs as much as they were. You know, they tried 3D TV, that didn't really work. I don't think a lot of people are going to be, at the moment, running to 8K. There just hasn't been a lot of content to justify that. And I think most people that wanted it have upgraded now to a 4K compatible TV. And for most people, it looks good enough. It's not like the jump, I always say this, the jump from standard def to HDR was huge. 4K, a lot of people have struggled. They see a difference, but it's not like, oh wow, I have to have that. But for a lot of people, you know, they're not upgrading their TVs because of that. And TV manufacturers are now looking for ways to get money. So we're increasingly seeing Samsung, LG, TCL, Roku, and others launch free ad-supported streaming services to try to generate ad revenue for their TVs from you who already bought it once and continue to get ad revenue on it. Well, that's it for today. Couple quick things. In the show notes, in the description of this video, we have a link to our newsletter there. If you want to, every day we send out a newsletter, 100% free, with all the biggest stories. Some of the ones we talk about here, but a lot of other stories also, deals and the like, can be in your email box every morning with it. Consider signing up. It's a great way to be in touch with what we're doing. But if you also have a question, I sometimes see comments looking for tech support. It's hard to do tech support in YouTube comments. We do have a Facebook group dedicated to helping people with cord cutting questions. We've been running it now for a very long time, over 100,000 people. Check it out. The cord cutting tech support Facebook group, link in the show notes. You can find us on Facebook. It's a free group. Ask questions, find out stuff, talk with other cord cutters. It's a great community. Well, until next time, take care, be safe. I'll be back again real soon.